In this accessibility video, I'm going to be looking at Towcester Racecourse. Now, Towcester Racecourse used to be really well known for hosting horsing events. Unfortunately, they don't do that anymore, but what they do provide is amazing greyhound racing. They hold conferences, events, VIP hospitality boxes, and all kinds of corporate functions. I know how anxious I get before visiting a venue, especially if it's one that I haven't been to before. So let's take a look at the key areas within the racecourse which could be the difference between making your visit really enjoyable or extremely stressful. Let's start off with parking. When you arrive, there's a nice marquee which is flat and it's laid out. You do have some gravel there, but they have a huge area for disabled parking specifically. Also, they have highlighted to me that if you have specific needs and the 100 metre trip from parking to the main building is too much, if you speak to them in advance, then they can arrange for a marshal to meet you at the car park and for you to be able to drive your vehicle all the way up to the building. Things like this can make a massive difference to people who are really struggling with pain and can't go long distances. Now, if you're looking at walking, because it's literally a short walk out of Towcester itself, the pedestrian gates are easy to access. You have a mixture of surfaces, predominantly tarmac. There's no big inclines or anything like that. And the only real gravel bits is by the car park. So actually accessing it through the pedestrian gates is really, really easy. So it's a bit of a toss-up whether you're going to bring your car to the event or you're going to park in town and then walk up. But it's great to have that flexibility and options. Entry into the main building is really easy. Massive wide doors. Even when only one of the doors is open, it is big enough easily for me to get through in the chair. The other doors that take you through into the cafe and into the bottom bar, again, it's wide enough to be able to get in. It isn't a struggle even in this power chair, which is slightly wider. It's still really easy to get in there, and I can open it and get through without anyone else opening the door for me, which as a really independent person who lives alone, that makes a big difference to me, you know, because I don't always have people there who can open doors for me. Now, the counters within the bar, they are a bit higher than normal maybe, but even in my wheelchair, when it's at the lowest position, there's more than enough space for me to be at chest height, and I'm not getting drowned out with my head just about poking out the top. When you're looking at the betting, even the betting counters to scribble down your bets, etc., are at a really good height. And the space around the cafe, there's more than enough room for me to be able to go in and out of the tables and chairs. So massive bonus for that. Looking to move between floors so we can access their main room and hospitality boxes, they have 2 lifts available, which were big enough for me to access and turn around in without any issues. And the landings you emerge onto are really nice and spacey. On the first floor, there's one of their disabled toilets. It is easy to access with a wide door and very spacious and well laid out, with more than enough room for me to manoeuvre around once inside to get myself nice and close to the loo itself. So going up to the first floor, which is where they have their main room, it's a great space. It's a decent size, and yes, some of the spaces can be a little bit tight when you get into the centre with the tables and the chairs, but as you can see, I've still got the ability to be able to weave in and out of the chairs, and actually to get access to the balcony, which is really good. There is a little bit of a lip to get over, but actually for me it wasn't a problem whatsoever, and I didn't feel unsafe in their chair to do so. So the fact that I can actually get out and come onto the balcony and have a look at the amazing views is another big bonus for me. Going up to the second floor, which is where you have the VIP boxes, the hospitality boxes themselves, which are amazing. Yeah, they can be a little bit tighter, obviously, because it's a smaller room. But again, there is enough room for me to be able to weave in and out. And maybe if you give them a heads up that someone in a wheelchair is going to be accessing it, then they know to give a little bit more space in between the chairs. Access to the balcony, it's more of a noticeable lip. However, again, it was possible for me to be able to get out there, get onto the balcony without feeling overly unsafe or like it was going to be a big problem for me. So, you know, with it, you've got a manual chair. It's easy enough to be able to get out and do it. And in a powered wheelchair, I didn't have any issues with it either. So again, this can make a massive difference when, especially in weather like this, we can get out into the balcony, you don't feel trapped within one room. So in summary, on the whole, I found this venue to be really inclusive, really accessible. There wasn't anything that made me feel insecure, unsafe, or frustrated by not being able to offer me a certain experience. I feel like I'll be able to come to this venue and really benefit from the full experience, just like anyone else, as it should be. The other thing that they've got, which I love, is they've got a little area on the outside right next to trackside where you can get out amongst it and be really close, up and close with the track. And I just thought, again, that is a great use of a specific space that maybe it wasn't designed for that. However, with a little bit of imagination and forethought, it's something which again makes a disabled person feel really included, you know, and that is only ever going to be a winner. What I really respect them for is the fact that they openly admit they don't know everything. They don't have anyone who is disabled. And actually, I really respect that, you know. They're not trying to say they've got everything in place, they know it all, or anything like that. They say they do what they can, they've got the stuff there, but actually, if you ring them up and speak to them and let them know what specific disabilities or struggles that you may have, they will openly, happily speak with you and sort that out. And I just think that is a really, really great approach to have, opposed to we know we've got it all covered, because disability is really individual. So I just really like that about them. If you would like to inquire about our providing an accessibility video for yourselves, then please email us on inquiries@talkmentalhealth.org.uk. 100% of the profits from your booking goes toward our new lived experience library campaign and the creation of all the videos within it as a social enterprise. So any bookings will not just be able to support your business, promote your business, celebrate how you approach accessibility and inclusion within your business or venue, but you also know that the profits from your booking goes to a local social enterprise doing good within the community. Thanks very much.